Hello, everyone, and welcome to What episode are we on? We're on 4. That's right. Quattro. We made it a full month. Didn't think this would happen, but we're here, right? How you doing, Aidan?
I'm doing great.
Nice.
Just came back from picking up some new clothes for myself.
The
School
drip.
year,
You got the drip.
got the drip, whatnot. What about you, Andrew? What did you
Good to
do?
hear, man. I went to Universal. We rode every ride twice,
Oh yeah.
and I lost my voice, so that was fun. But had a good time. And I've been working a lot, so busy summer, but
Mhm.
it's kind of been fun to see what everyone has been doing that I know, and glad to hear that senior year is coming along good for you. But let's just jump right into this. First topic that we're going to talk about. The Jazz have made all their veteran players available in trade talks. This includes Mike Conley, Bojan Bogdanovic, Jordan Clarkson,
Their whole core.
and Rudy Gay. You're their whole core besides Donovan Mitchell. Well, I think everyone's available, right? Except for the guys that they traded for
Well, Donovan,
Minnesota.
the only way Donovan would be available is if they get like a high profile guy. I don't even think they trade Kate. Honestly, I don't know what to think of the Jazz. They may trade KD for Donovan Mitchell. I have no idea. They're putting their whole core, their whole franchise on the market just to potentially build around
hmm
Donovan Mitchell.
I think you look at these guys. Mike Conley, $23 million annually. I think that was a fat overpay. He's got 2 years left. 34 years old. He was an All Star last year, so um, could be a good piece to have on some contending teams, I guess. Bojan, 1 year, 19 and a half, 33 years old. He's averaged double figures his entire career, basically, which is kind of impressive. I feel like anyone ending their last name ending in Vitch is like a good shooter, and it's kind of cool. Two good players. Um, so definitely could go to another contending team. Jordan Clarkson, 30 years old. I think very much he's available, right?
He must be. I mean, if they're putting everyone on there, they might as well just get rid of their sixth man of the year 2 years
And
ago.
he just won that, right? The
I
six
think one that no, I don't think this year. I think it was last year.
last year. It was
But yeah,
13 million. So it's a hefty amount, but like for what he's worth and what he does, it's definitely a good player to have. And he's averaged double figures since 2014, which is
yep.
his rookie career. So rookie year. Patrick Beverly, I think for sure is on the block. I heard the Lakers are in the running for him. I want the Clippers to resign. You want Patrick Beverly next to LeBron? You think that's a
100%, 100%. I would get rid of who would I get rid of? Avery Bradley. It's pretty old,
that
but
guy's
it's
still
pretty
on the
good.
team?
Yeah, Avery Bradley's
Avery
still on their team.
Bradley.
Um, I would definitely swap Patrick Beverly, Avery Bradley for like I don't know, like a second round pick. That sounds like a great deal to me.
Avery Bradley and a second for. I don't know, man. I would give up THT. THT and a first.
And THT, he played in the Drew League and he put up like 5 for 13, 5 for 12.
No, he's playing like he was in the NBA. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
pretty similar.
His contract is 13, over 1 year, so he's 34. I like how he always competes and he always has a big mouth. He's always, I'm number one. My team's number one. It. I like those players on my team. Like Draymond, even though I hate Draymond, I know Warriors fans love him. Uh,
Yeah,
all these guys, you want to have
you'd want to have
him.
those type of players on your team.
That's facts.
Sure. Shiz.
And then one more guy, Rudy Gay, I would say is available. He's 35 years old. I think he's declining slowly, but $6.5 million annually for 2 years. Um, I think he's a good veteran piece because he can play either forward position. All these guys are really good pieces, and the Jazz won I think almost 50 games this year, right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna have good players on a 50-win team for sure. So I don't know, man. It'll be interesting for sure because knowing who's the Jazz GM? I think it's
Mm.
who's the Celtics one.
Well, I know Dwayne Wade has minority ownership
Danny
in the
Ainge, that
Jazz.
was it. Yeah, Danny Ainge is in the front office. Knowing him, I feel like he already got a bunch of picks for Rudy Gobert. I feel like he's gonna get even more. And
Yeah, he's good with handling picks.
definitely, who do they get? They got Jalen Brown,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, and they got all that from the Nets, and
Yeah.
a bunch of other players too.
Danny Ainge finessed Billy King and the Nets at the time. The Nets got an old heads in Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett,
Ray Allen.
yeah, Ray Allen. Well, yeah, and the Nets wanted to win
It's actually
now,
insane.
and the Celtics planned ahead. They did their homework right.
And they were still good too, right? I mean, they weren't the best, but they weren't like the worst, you know.
Yeah,
The
are
fans
you talking about
were there and stuff.
the Nets?
No, the Celtics, like they weren't they weren't terrible, but they weren't good. Which, as a fan, I would be like, okay, we still are contending, and we still got a decent squad.
Mhm.
Let's see what the Nets like did. So I think the Nets, when they traded for them in like 2013, right?
Yeah.
Let's see this. So they made the playoffs 3 straight years, 2013, 2014, 2015. So I guess successful if you want to say that. Only successful year, 2014. They beat the Raptors in 7, and then they lost in 5 games to the Heat. So it's tough. But yeah, knowing Danny Ainge, I feel like these players could for sure be on the shopping block. And yeah, I want to see. I want to see at least like one of these guys, like Jordan Clarkson. I don't know. He hasn't really been like on a real championship level team because I
Mhm.
think the Jazz are like, you know,
Yeah,
are a team for sure.
they were always second round best.
Yeah, never
That's
really
a compliment.
built for anything. So I don't know. I like all these guys. These guys are all good players. They'll find a team if they're traded. Definitely a spot.
Hmm.
All right, going into our next topic. The Phoenix Suns match the 4-year, $133 million offer to keep DeAndre Ayton in Phoenix. What do you think
Hmm.
of this, Aidan?
I think it was what the Suns should have done in the beginning. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the Suns made the right choice. I mean, DeAndre Ayton is your second, third go-to guy. You're after number one
Facts.
overall. He still has years to grow. He still has potential, and the fact that they almost even let him go to the Pacers just says a lot about the Suns as an organization. It tells me that they would give up young pieces just for like maybe 1 or 2 years because I feel like they would possibly give up somebody for Kevin Durant like maybe
Oh
in
yeah,
a month or two. Like something's gonna happen because Suns ain't going anywhere.
that's honestly what I was gonna say. I think this move signified that they lost their chance at KD. Um, they really had a championship window for 2 years because a lot of teams were injured, right? And it's honestly crazy to think because I think like he's not even that bad of a center, but like he receives so much slander. He puts up like he's a double double machine. I don't know if he's
Mhm.
the best defender, but like he's solid. But it's still crazy to me that they're the number one pick and they drafted Aiton over Doncic and Trey Young, which I don't know could have helped you out later down the line if you had uh, Luca and Luca or Trey Young on your team. And um, Booker's locked up until 28, Aiton until 26, Chris Paul until 25, Bridges until 26. Definitely win now, and I don't know if they can. Like, do you think they can like win now? Because the West is pretty stacked.
No,
Yeah.
Chris Paul's getting older. And Chris Paul's one of the big reasons why the Suns made it as far as they did. Um, Devin Booker, he was compared to Kobe Bryant.
Hmm.
He just does not have that Mamba mentality at all. Like I feel like I remember with this one clip I watched, they were in a gym. Devin Booker was going to get double teamed. He passed it out. He yelled and said, "Bro, we're not doubling open gym, bro."
Yep.
And when I heard that, I was like,
Yeah. Oh,
Kobe would embrace the double team. He wouldn't pass out of a double team. He got like four people on him and he still shot the ball.
no, you're right. I think he's really soft, and I think he's perfect for this era of the game. Where like fouls are like a commonplace. Like back in the
Yeah.
90s or 2000s or whatever, like fouls were just like it was a lot more physical back then. And now it's not. It's a lot more soft. Perfect for the teddy bear that is Devin Booker. So I don't know. I hate the Suns. I hope this move. I think if they had KD, they would have been pretty unstoppable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you give like Aiton, Bridges, and a couple like role players, a couple picks. You'll still have Booker, Chris Paul, and KD. So that's a big three. I don't know. It would have been definitely interesting. I think they could have given the Warriors a run for their money, or at least like made it past the second round if they had that move last year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's crazy, man. This NBA season's gonna be interesting.
You know what's also crazy?
Let's hear it.
Miles Bridges.
Ooh,
Now, Miles Bridges, he pleaded not guilty in his domestic abuse case, and potentially he could face up to 11 years and 8 months in jail. Now, this will cause the Hornets to be mid. This will cause them to go back to irrelevancy. LaMelo will not carry them on his own, nor Terry Rozier. Um,
I forgot that I had Terry.
yeah, exactly. He's like in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And now Michael Jordan is probably just so disappointed that he thought the team would be better. They're young, but without Miles Bridges, I don't see them. I can see them making the play-in, but I don't see them getting out of the play-in.
I don't even think they can make the play in because you have Lamelo, you have Terry Rozier. That's like it. Gordon. They were talking about trading Gordon Hayward because
Mm-hmm.
he's a bum now. He got old.
Yeah.
It's just two players. You're not gonna win with two players. Honestly, I think the Hornets and the Pacers could be a battle for the first pick, in my opinion. Both those teams suck, and it's such a tough blow because he was entering a contract year, and then all of a sudden just puts on his stupid cap and then does all that. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
Bro, just ruined his
use some
life.
common sense, bro. I know, 11 years. He's 24, so I don't know, man. Comes back, the age 36. We'll see what happens.
We'll get a deal.
Money is on Miles Bridges to win the Prison All League team and the Prison
Yeah.
MVP. That's right. I'm betting that for 11 straight years, and in 11 years, I'm gonna be a billionaire by that time. So
Miles Bridges is gonna be like, "Mama, I made it."
that's facts. I read somewhere here it was like first out of the league. Like, bro, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He'll probably run into Henry Ruggs eventually.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mhm.
NFL and NBA players are idiots. Like when it comes to this kind of stuff. Uh,
This is unrelated, but
yeah.
after the Pro Bowl, Alvin Kamara, I don't remember what he did exactly,
Uh huh.
but he got involved in something literally right after he was in the Pro Bowl. I'm like, what are you
It
doing?
was like in Vegas too, and
Yeah, in Vegas. Like,
I think Kamara's out for a year or something. I don't know, man. It's crazy to speculate about. Also, a couple more or one more thing with the Hornets. LaMelo changes his number from 2 to 1. How do you feel about that? You think it looks like sick or like no? It's whatever.
I honestly do not care, but he does. And maybe it was his number in Chino Hills. I honestly forget.
I'll look that
But
up.
but uh, I don't sure. Whatever if he gets better because he changes to number one, then good for him. You know, great for his
Melo
career.
was number 1 in Chino. I think that was it. Number 2 was Lonzo, and is Lonzo number 2 on the Bulls, or is that like a retired?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so kind of interesting because they keep their jersey throughout their entire career, assuming that number 2 and number 1 aren't retired by other teams. That's kind of cool. You know,
Mhm.
I like the jersey. It's like number 1. I'm the best ball brother. I kind of like that.
Facts.
Looks a little swaggy in my opinion. And
Hmm.
The Hornets are like they're known to make like really good jerseys, right? And
Yeah.
overall I think it's a good jersey choice there. Um, all right. Austin Rivers, he signs a 1 year deal with Minnesota. How do you feel about
Next.
that?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, you add another guy who could shoot a three in the corner, drive. That's all I got. Good trade, mid trade. Good for the Timberwolves. Um, yeah, that's
It
all I
was
got.
literally like I think it was a Beverly for Rivers swap in my opinion.
Okay,
But I would
because
let's be
oh sorry.
real. We would rather have Beverly than Austin Rivers because Austin Rivers is hella mid.
Mm-hmm.
He was he had his best years with your Clippers, right? My Clippers.
Or Clippers
Um,
under his dad.
falling off, yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Wait, no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. Talking about Austin Rivers is making me forget things. Sorry.
Dude, Austin Rivers, I don't know, man. He's a weird guy. I
Yeah, he seems like a nice man.
wasn't he on the Rockets or something?
He was on a lot of teams.
All right, let's look this up. The Austin
Then
Rivers career arc. What the
yeah.
heck? No, he's actually kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember he got a lot of minutes with the Clippers. I'm not gonna say why, but
Yep.
he got a lot of minutes from the Clippers. His coach was his father, so
I wonder why.
yeah.
It on Hornets and the Pelicans. I think he was a part of the
Oh, Hornets, maybe like the New Orleans. I mean, the New Orleans
New Orleans.
Hornets,
Yep. Yeah.
maybe.
So he played on the Pelicans then.
Hmm.
For his, I forgot. Oh, so I think we traded him to the Wizards for I don't know what did we trade him for.
Somebody. I
Oh
will
yeah.
say,
Okay.
Austin Rivers seems like a nice guy. That we're not trying to defame his career. Um, he he has contributed to teams.
That's it. That's all you can say.
Yep, there we go. Yep. All right.
All right, moving on. Who cares about Austin Rivers? Um, what else? Jamichael Green. He signs a deal with the Warriors. I think it's 1 year. You know anything about Jamichael Green?
Yes.
Ben? Yeah.
No. Wait. Yeah. What?
What do you know about him? You think it's a good get for the Warriors, or you think it's like whatever?
Um, it's kind of questionable to me because you have James Wiseman who's going to come back, and you also have Kevon Looney who just signed. So I mean, I guess adding Jamichael Green would be like a third backup. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know how that worked. Jamichael Green, he could shoot the three, space the floor. He's tall, lengthy. So I mean, defensively, he'll be there. So I don't know. There's not really much to say. It's just questionable,
Yeah,
given. Yeah.
he would, in my opinion, because they have a bunch of young pieces. We talked about that last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a lot of young assets. Kaminga plays the 4, and
Mm-hmm.
Jamichael Green plays the 4. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
Kuminga is injured. I could see um him going like maybe a backup, but it's gonna be a battle for who wants to start. I think Kaminga ends up starting, and then Draymond would be the next one, and then Jermichael Green. But Green is he's a very efficient shooter. I think he shot like 90% from the free throw line. Something.
Draymond Green. Yeah. Very efficient shooter.
No,
Yeah.
dude, yeah. I'm telling you, that's gonna be like super tough for the announcers. Like, which Green? Oh, Green. Oh shoot,
Green for three. Oh wait,
Green. Oh
wrong
yeah.
Green. Not bad. Not Draymond, of course.
But this Green can actually shoot. Draymond, it's like he plays football, just tackles people. So,
Tackle football, get Steph Curry open. He's the quarterback.
oh, for real. But I like this guy for the Warriors. He played for the Clippers, I think, it's like 2018. So I gotta love all the former Clippers.
Yeah.
He having the best years with the Clippers, but he's a good veteran. I wish we signed him during the 2020 season, but overall, it's a good get for the Warriors for sure. Um, all right, and we're back because we don't have Zoom Premium. So, yeah, what were we talking about? The Warriors, right?
Yeah, something about Jermichael Green.
Jermichael Green, dude,
Jermichael Green.
best player ever. Also want to talk about how they signed Mac McClung to a 1 year deal. What are your thoughts about Mac? Because I know he played for the Warriors, Aidan, or the Lakers. He played for the Lakers, Aidan.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Um, I feel great. Yeah. The Lakers. I don't. I don't know why. I mean, you need like a point guard. I mean, but yeah, sure, get rid of him. Let the Warriors get him free. That's fine. I mean, he didn't just do good in the summer league. But yeah, I'm just disappointed. I mean, the Lakers aren't good at handling young guys. You see them just
That's facts.
going to teams and it's becoming immediately better. I can name like 5 players: Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell, Lou Williams with the Clippers.
Lou Williams, bro, no,
No, Lou Williams got like
he was like 26. He was not a young guy. But
no. Okay. I mean, I'll rephrase this. I meant like whoever leaves the Lakers in general, they just get better.
that's facts, yeah.
I will rephrase it. It's like whoever left the Thunder who played for Russell Westbrook, they just got better.
He's been in the G League his like I think for 1 year, right? So
Mhm.
I like him. Warriors definitely prioritizing for the future. They got who they got? They got Poole. I would say Poole's a young guy. Moses Moody, Kaminga, Wiseman. Um, they got a bunch of young guys, and I like what they're doing there. I think Mac McClung could be a very solid guy, but I don't think he's gonna be like franchise player.
Yeah, we'll see if he make. So there's 11 guys that are confirmed to be on the roster.
Yeah.
So 15 man, we don't know if he'll make it, but he probably will. But it's a shame. It's
Shame for you.
shame for the Lakers, but yeah, you're probably prioritizing winning over
Mm-hmm.
long term.
Definitely. What else we gotta talk about? All right, let's get. I think those were some of the small topics.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention something
Yeah.
concerning the Warriors. Joe Lacob got fined $500,000.
Really? For
Yes, indeed. I just have to pull it up real quick because I completely forgot.
that's
Oh,
like
here we go. He
that's
got
chump change
fined.
for him.
He got yeah, exactly. He got $500,000 on Wednesday for his recent comments on a podcast discussing the league's collective bargaining. Don't really know what that means, but he basically said some stuff that the NBA didn't like, and they're like, okay, like we'll take like a penny out of the man's bank account.
I want to see what he said. Oh, it's the luxury. He talked about the luxury tax. So, I I don't know. I think I'll just read what he says exactly. He says the luxury tax is unfair. The Warriors I have the highest payroll in the NBA, So I think that's why he was like kind of joking around a little bit. But I don't know. I think like these teams who take on these fat contracts gets a little annoying when you have to pay luxury tax every single year, you know. But they're winning, so winning takes away
Yeah.
all the money. So it's
I will make it. I will make a comparison real quick. The NBA is like the NFL. Whatever you say that goes against what they think, they will immediately fine you.
that's facts. Yeah, everything's gotten
It,
so soft. It's kind of unreal. You know?
it's kind of unreal, unfair, kind of boring. But yeah, it's pretty much pennies for these people, except for like guys who are on like $1 million contracts and they do something really
Oh
bad.
yeah,
They find say like I don't know, like 20K, 25K. That's like that's a pretty good amount of money for them to lose, and
I
that's kind
think
of
Draymond he had like couple. I think $1 million in fines, and that's nothing for him. But like still, it's kind of crazy.
yeah,
The fines like add up and all that. Um, let's go to another one.
for sure.
Adam Silver speaks on trade requests. I'll read the quote. We don't like to see players request trades. We intend to discuss with our players association and see if there are any remedies for this. We don't want to see it playing out the way it is. So, what are your initial thoughts of that? Because it's kind of a lot, you know.
He basically said that because he thinks the NBA is going to become a player league
Oh yeah,
where the
it already
players
is.
it already is, but it already yeah, you're right. It already is. I mean, guys are just holding out. You see, like James Harden wearing a fat suit because he doesn't want to play for the Rockets a while ago. I mean, like even then, I mean, like players were the ones doing everything. Players are one of the most valuable things, and he's not wrong. But what is he? What is he gonna do? Like
Do you like
stop?
do, do you like seeing the players like do all this, or would you rather have like your franchise players stay with your team the entire his entire career, like how it was in the '80s and the '90s? Like almost no one like jumped
Yeah.
unless it was like for like a lot of money, you know.
Yes and no, because if they want to leave, it might be because something in house. It might be because someone said something or something happened and they want to leave. I mean, I don't think franchises are to force their players to stay. If the players really want out and they really just want to move on, then they really should just let them
Yeah,
take their kids and go to another state.
that's true. I don't know. It like the way it's changed is just like kind of mind blowing from what it once was.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how players now just have like this entire platform really just talk. I'm talking about you, Kyrie. Um, all these other guys. I think KD does it too, and it's kind of funny because both these guys requested trades, KD and Kyrie, and
Draymond, sorry.
yeah, no, it's like I don't know. I think Twitter and like just social media has definitely played a big part in this, and I don't know. I don't like it. I wish players wouldn't hold out. Players would actually play like Kawhi. Like you don't have a phone. I know you don't, and you're just sitting around like, oh yeah, gotta download iOS 15 or whatever on my knees. Like okay, I don't know. It's I wish like it was more like owner oriented, but other than that, it's fine. I guess kind of cool. Players are more involved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, going on to the next one. The Spurs extend Keldon Johnson to a 4-year, $80 million deal, um, up until 2027. Um, how you feeling about this? Because Keldon's a pretty solid player, in my opinion.
He is. He made the Olympic squad. Remember that?
Uh huh.
I haven't really watched the Spurs since like 5 years ago.
Who
So I mean,
has?
exactly. And I don't know what to say. I mean, he seems like a good player. I mean, he's high flying, probably can shoot. I'm just 4 years, 80 million. I think that's a good deal for someone like him.
$20
He's a
million
young
a
guy,
year.
young enough
Mm-hmm.
person. So I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Andrew? What do you think of this agreement?
I think that it's kind of an overpay. He's 22 years old.
Mhm.
You're getting $20 million as a 22-year-old. Most, I think 24, 25, 26, they get like 20 million. It's kind of an overpay in my opinion. I think the Spurs, they want to keep young players because no one really wants to play in San Antonio. Let's be real. It's kind of a wasteland. Uh, they really only got Pop and like that's about it. But he had a breakout year this year, 17, 6, and 2. And he shot 47 from the field, 40% from three, and 76 from the free throw line. I don't know. All the other young players are unproven, and this is the only like proven guy. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Spurs are in kind of a bit of trouble right now. So I don't know. That's what you got to do when you're in situations like this. You got to pay for your players. That's what they did. So sure, you ruined your luxury tax even more, salary cap. So I'm
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah. I mean, the Spurs, they've been the dynasty for like 20 years. Jeez, I just stuttered so bad. Anyway, yeah, I think the Spurs, they're rebuilding. They're trying to find some new pieces. And what better piece than Victor Wembanyama?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Um, I will pull up his stats right now. People are calling him the next LeBron, best prospect since LeBron.
He's so tall too.
He's
he's like
7'3",
he could
two
be
hundred
seven
pounds.
five.
Yeah, he plays for France. 18 years old, so he's as old as me. Um, this year, oh, what the heck? There are like different competitions. This year, averaged 9 points. I don't think we need to look at the points. I think we like
Yeah, don't worry about
the
that.
actual
9 points.
numbers. Yeah,
It's all about intangibles, baby.
that's right. Uh, and these are all against grown men, so it's basically what like Luca was playing against. But Luca played
Okay.
in Slovenia, and like I think France is more mainstream. You're gonna get better players there, and I feel like
Mhm.
France is usually a yeah. France made the Olympics against in the finals against the U.S. and France almost won. So France has a bunch of
Yeah, true. Then
good
France,
pieces
remember,
there.
to have Rudy Gobert on its team, and
Rudy
then
Gobert, Tony Parker, a couple others. So
true.
got some guys. Those guys definitely make the NBA. But this man, he shot 60% from the field. Um, free throw percentage 70%, which is like a lot.
That's a lot for a guy who's like 7'4". So
Yeah. Um, he shot 50% from the field in 2020, but only played 4 games.
mm,
I bet he shot 36% from the 3 point line like a year ago, and that
mhm.
was, in my opinion, his best like year. A lot of people are comparing him to like uh, a Gobert because he blocks a lot of shots.
Mhm.
Two blocks against as a center, and he shoots like who does he shoot like? I think
JD,
yeah.
like, because he has a long wingspan, and he
Hmm.
like, you can imagine like a 7 foot 4 guy just like shooting a three, and his long arms are just going like,
Yeah. Yep. So he defends like Gobert. He shoots like I don't know, let's say Cat or something.
yeah.
How many?
He could pass like Jokic.
Oh, he can pass like Jokic. I think we watched the same video. You know,
Yeah, are you looking at
Jimmy High
Jimmy
Roller. Yeah, we
Hyrule?
watched that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, he's the whole package.
Mhm.
The only thing is like injuries because he's 7'3", and
Yeah, that's dangerous.
they don't make
Yeah.
it past. But um, how tall was Yao Ming? Because
He was 6'7". Oh, I'm sorry, he was six. I mean, he was 7'6".
how much he weighed 300 pounds. So basically Yao Ming, but 100 pounds lighter. I think
Yeah.
won't be as injured for sure.
Mhm.
And I think against the U.S. he bodied Chet Holmgren. So um,
Oh, that was funny.
dude, I hate Chet. Chet is so annoying.
He is.
But anyways, Aiden, why don't you go ahead and name the teams who could be in the running for generational player like Victor Wembanyama? Gotta get used to start saying that one.
It's pretty much the team who sucks the most because they'll get the number one pick. Because honestly, it's like when Anthony Davis was drafted, he was the consensus number one pick, and whoever got that number one pick, it's like you're getting somebody who's like great at the time. And like Zion, he was consensus number one. So I mean, whoever gets Victor, probably the Magic. Maybe the Magic. Well, no, but the Magic, I don't
The
know.
Magic, I think they got like enough height, you know.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I will say maybe the Spurs.
Spurs.
I can see it because the
Imagine
Spurs
going from Tim Duncan to Victor Wembanyama.
exactly because they got rid of Dejounte. They don't really have it.
Oh, they're stockpiling picks.
They're stuck, right? So
That's
they could get the number one pick. They'll tank, get Wembanyama, build around him.
second dynasty. No,
Second dynasty
could happen.
Gonna clear every coach. Phil Jackson, who am I right?
Here are the teams that I have. I have
Got you.
Pacers. I don't think the Pacers are because they already got like Evan Turner, House or whatever.
Yeah. Nah, they'll get rid of him in a heartbeat for this French god.
The Rockets. I think the Rockets definitely.
Their weapon.
For the Thunder, you maybe move Chet to the 4 spot, and then
That would be interesting. You just have the two skinniest guys at power forward and center, and you just like see what happens. You just see Zion coming down power forward, and then
you like build a wall.
Shoots. Yeah,
and it just bulldozes through.
It's like one of
Yeah.
it's like one of those new walls that you just put up and you just go straight through them.
Level 1 wood wall in Clash of Clans.
They'll level up eventually.
Yeah, like 50 years. I put the Spurs. I think the Magic for sure. Hornets. I put the Hornets because
Yeah,
what are you gonna have? And
I don't know. Mark Williams.
Victor Wembanyama to Michael Jordan. That'll be like the greatest player in your ear. I think that'll be great for his development. And maybe we could see return of Lob City 2 because I know you saw the highlights of the Hornets, right? These guys were dunking left and right on people.
Yeah, I feel bad for the announcer. Now he's never gonna say this again. He's
Oh,
never say,
Bridges.
Miles Bridges, hum diddly dee.
Yeah.
He'll never say that again. He must be so disappointed.
And literally like every game though, they had like dunk parties and stuff.
That was so. They are the best announcers.
That's facts. That's gonna be us in like 10 years. Just be ready.
That would be a dream.
I also put the Jazz on there because the Jazz are in need of a center, and they're gonna trade everyone, so kind of makes sense. And I also put the Pistons on there because I think the center right now is it's Marvin Bagley, and he's trash. So
yeah, mid.
Put Victor Wembanyama with that Pistons young squad, Cade, Jaden Ivey. Dude, this could be coming up if they get
Pistons on the come up.
That's right. Never thought I would say that.
It's like 2010s. They were mid throughout the 2010s, 2000s. They won rings. They made it to the finals. 1990s. They won a ring. I mean, this is their chance. They could finally become a great team again.
So they win a ring every 20 years, every 15 to 20 years, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Hey.
No, it's like they won the 90s,
2000s, and the 2020s.
And the 2020s, because it skips a decade. Worry about
That's right. Hey, I mean, make it work, you know?
Exactly.
Interesting. That's a good storyline, in my opinion. I'm rooting for the Pistons to suck because that fan base deserves to win. They've been told a lot.
No more paper bags over their faces anymore.
Yeah.
Or that was the Sixers.
That was the Lions, I think.
Oh, the Lions!
Just the city of Detroit needs to win. You know.
City of Detroit just needs something, man.
I'll be close to them, so Could be a Pistons fan if they get him.
Oh,
Just
carefully. You may become mid. You may become mid from the radiation of Detroit.
yeah, exactly. It's like Chernobyl.
Even in college, Michigan is just like
Just nothing.
nah. Like I remember, Juwan Howard, who was the coach.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He went like he got like a 1-2 punch, and
Boom,
like
boom.
or something like that. Boom, boom, and
I
then
mean,
like something like that.
they take winning seriously over there. You know, they always come,
Facts.
they always come up second place next to Ohio State. So you know, I don't know, man. Victor to Detroit. I would definitely like to see that. All right.
Mhm.
Next topic. LeBron and DeRozan play in the Drew League.
Mm.
Impressions from the Drew League, because I didn't know what the Drew League was until like a couple days ago.
I don't know. I don't know if I can call it a pro am, but I have no idea what to call it. The Drew League's like a league they have. I don't know how to describe it, but LeBron decided, you know what? Screw the risk of injuring myself because I'm 37, 38. I'm going to go to the Drew League and bust some people's asses, because screw it. I'm LeBron. I do what I want, and I'm going to just put up 42 on their ass.
Yeah, that's facts.
Also, DeMar DeRozan, 30 points. Respectable. Greatness. Hitting tough fadeaway shots, mid range.
I didn't watch any of the highlights. I just saw the stats. LeBron shot 2 for 13 from three. He said he's back, right? Well, he scored 42 points against a couple janitors, right? Um, you know, cool. He's balling, but injuries might pile up for y'all, and I don't know, man. I think this is LeBron's last year with the Lakers, right?
Also, John Wall's last year with the Clippers.
He's on a 2 year, so
Exactly. It's his last year.
got that one wrong. But
It's his last year.
anyways, like I don't know if you shoot 2 for 13 from the field against a bunch of hipsters, or um,
It's like when Paul George shot really badly against Denver.
he shot 16% from three. That's kind of how I would shoot in 2K in my
Yeah.
but sure, he scored 42, 16 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists.
That's LeBron. That's LeBron. I know. I love LeBron.
Hey, I mean, whatever gets you media recognition, right?
Exactly. We have more media connection than the Clippers have.
I saw the clip where you know who Clipper Darrell is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like LeBron, Clippers are gonna run LA this year, and then he fist bumps him, and then as soon as he does that, he pulls it away, and then he just
Yeah.
over, and I just started cringing. I'm like,
Now I remember like Clipper Darrell's like, "We good?" And then he's like, LeBron's like, "Hell no."
yeah, it was funny though. I think overall Drew League was pretty entertaining, and I guess it's been around since 1973, so
Oh,
almost
yeah.
almost like 50 years, right? Yeah, 50 years. It's kind of interesting. All right. The Portland Trailblazers win their second NBA Summer League title since 2017. So
And now the people on the summer league team, that roster, they have a ring, and Damian Lillard does not.
Dame doesn't have a ring. Everyone else has a ring. That's crazy.
Uh,
That was this year, right? When they
that was this year. Yeah, I
That's
feel
crazy.
that's crazy. Funny. That's crazy funny.
Dame has to play in the Summer League, okay? He wants his ring.
Yeah, he wants his ring.
Didn't run from the grind either, okay?
Now I remember like when the Trailblazers they won the summer league, like a player from the summer league team, they called Damian Lillard.
They're like, we got a
It was a
ring before
FaceTime,
you.
and he
It was
was like,
FaceTime, yeah.
yeah, FaceTime, and he was like on like I think it was like a hotel or resort, and he was just chilling with his sunglasses on. And he was like, yeah, oh, you won the chip, yo. Yeah.
They're gonna have the Patrick Beverly Timberwolves celebration once they beat the Clippers in the play-in. NBA champions. Yeah, looking up for the Trailblazers. I'll read you the score and like who performed. They won 85-77. Brandon Williams 22. Do you know who that is? I didn't know who that was.
I do not know who that is, respectfully.
Jabari Walker, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Their bench scored 36. On the Knicks side, Quentin Grimes scored 19. Miles McBride scored 17. And Jericho Sims played well. Blazers were 4-1, and the Knicks were 3-2. So, summer league, it's cool to watch all the young players, but doesn't mean anything. So
For sure.
I don't know. You think which team has the better young core, the Knicks or the Blazers? Because
Summer League core?
well, yeah, just like the young players.
Oh, young core.
Like you can't say RJ Barrett because he's like he's not a young guy anymore. And Anthony Simons, I know he's a young guy, but he wasn't on the roster, so
honestly, I don't know either. I was gonna say I don't know either teams, but I will say the Knicks are mid, and the Trailblazers at least have something. So I mean, sure. I mean, I, I think the Trailblazers they could make do with their young talent. Jabari Walker, for example, has a ring. The Knicks are so far ringless in a long time. Yeah, that's what I think.
I also they got Shaden Sharp. He didn't even play, so and he lottery picked this year. So I think the Blazers got a good young core, but honestly won't matter because Clippers are gonna run the league this year, and all these good stories won't mean anything once we all see what Kawhi and Paul George know the NBA. But I think Quentin Grimes on is gonna be good, and I think Miles McBride also.
Sorry, I was sleeping through your Clippers take. So I don't.
All right, man. Call me crazy. Don't call me crazy once it actually happens. Okay.
I'll call you that regardless. Good luck.
um, Another minor kind of news. Kenrick Williams signs a 4-year, $27 million extension. He averaged 7, 5, and 2, 46%, 34 from 3, and 55 from the free throw line. And he's 27 years old. How do you feel about this, Aidan?
Pretty mid.
That's what I was gonna say.
Pretty mid. Feels like has a future. Austin Rivers kind of like deadlocked. So I mean, at least this Kendrick Williams guy, he has the funniest haircut too. It's like he has like
see this.
Look up his haircut. It's like I'm trying to think. It's like a mullet.
Oh my god.
It's a mullet, but it's like it's a round mullet. So I don't know how to feel about that. But
he played at TCU. Let's go, bro.
Oh, no. Kendrick Williams.
You know those like George Washington, like the things where it's like rounds around on the side.
Yeah.
In the back, it literally looks like the Washington haircut, bro. Hey, hit me up with the George Washington cut, bro. Whack. He's hella good, and in my opinion, they're ruin their cap because why would you sign this trash garbage guy to 7 years or $7 million per year? It's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, good for them. They ruin their cap. They can't get great players, so I like that. Let's talk about another big storyline. James Harden takes a pay cut and he signs a 2-year, $68 million deal.
Yeah, pay cuts.
It's still 33 million.
30,
but
like 34 million?
33.
It's like yeah, 33. You can sign. He's like this. You can sign whoever you want. I'll take the rest of the 33 million. Thank you so much. Yeah,
that's facts. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like even though it's called a pay cut, I feel like so we told Dara Mori that you upgrade the roster and I'll take whatever's left. I think it's shown me that James Harden is kind of growing up, growing up and he's 32. And more instead of the money because he already got the bag in Houston. So I like what he's been doing, and he had a down year this year. Surprised he got 30 million, but like what they've been doing. And who they pick up this year? They picked up PJ Tucker. I think that was it.
Yes, probably. No, wait. PJ Tucker went to the Sixers.
He's
right?
on the Sixers.
Right.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's a good thing on his part for sure. Uh,
Mhm.
let's try and talk about a few more things before we have to upgrade to premium again on Zoom. Um, Charles Barkley may leave TNT for Live Golf. How do you feel if Charles Barkley doesn't show up to NBA on TNT? Because that's kind of tough, in my opinion.
I don't watch that regardless. Like when the game's over, I just well, sometimes I do, but sometimes I just turn off the TV. Whatever he wants to do with his bad putting routine. Like I remember he goes like this. Here, I'll show you. He goes like this, and then he pauses, and then he just goes.
No,
When he's
he
with the
goes and
golf
then he wiggles and then whoosh.
wiggle wiggle. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. But yeah, what if he wants to do golf? He can do golf. He's set for life. His kids set for life. Grandchildren, great grandchildren.
Great grandchildren, all generations. Okay,
Yeah, what do you think?
go ahead.
No, sorry. Yeah, what do you think?
Okay, in my mind, so live golf is it's basically like I think 16 golfers and they're like poaching the best golfers from the PGA and it's funded by the Saudi Arabians, which they have basically money like money creating machines. Like they have unlimited money.
Money to
Get
burn.
Cristiano Ronaldo. They try to get all these sports in here because they have so much oil money. But anyway,
Sue,
yeah, so
sue.
I, that just proves that like money can buy anything, and all these players like every time they win, they get way more money than they would have gotten in the PGA. You know, and it's way better for the players. Overall, he better not leave because NBA on TNT is so much better with Barkley. If they put in like Draymond Green or like Candace Parker, I'm going.
I'm not watching it. If
Not
they put
watching it.
either of those two on, I'll force my parents to cancel the TV subscription.
Yeah, don't pay for TNT because I'm not watching. Um, I don't know. He better stay though because
Yeah.
he's been good when he's with TNT.
Mhm.
One more topic before we head off.
Okay.
How are you feeling about this new 76 place that the 76ers proposed? Because looks pretty, what do they call it? Lit, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks pretty lit. What the children are saying these days. Um, I took geometry last year, so I mean, if you look at the roof of their new stadium, it kind of looks like they put a bunch of squares on, just like I don't know how to describe it. It looks like a rectangular prism,
It looks,
but
yeah.
they definitely use geometry to make that building. I haven't seen the inside, but I'm sure it's going to be a great building filled with great success.
Definitely.
Great success.
It looks sick. It actually looks like the way they like built it up. I think there's like a garden. I don't think the garden's gonna be there, but like that looks kind of sick. And they have like the logos. It just looks like fresh and like it's in the city too, which is impressive. Cause have you seen the Vikings stadium? Kind of looks like that, but the Vikings is like all glass and it's like outside, but this is like inside the city, and it's really impressive in my opinion.
Never been to Philly. True.
Bro, me neither,
Yeah.
but sure it's a fun place to be in for sure.
Mhm.
I hope they keep this because this looks like a really fun design. Um, also, want to talk about the Clippers' new dome, Intuit Dome. Um, they put down the concrete. I'm pretty sure. I'll read you what they did exactly. Um, but this new Clippers arena is looking lit, man. What are they?
You may not see my screen, but I'm doing the sleep thing that Steph Curry did.
Okay, you can't sleep on this because this is gonna be the 10th wonder of the world right here.
So wait, you're saying the Clippers get their own arena?
Yeah, they're moving to Inglewood in like 2 years. um,
Let's go.
so they placed the concrete frame is complete now.
Yeah, yeah. When's the rest of it done?
I think like 2 years, 2 or 3 years, and
Oh,
You know the Raptors arena? I think it's gonna be like that. Like they have like an outside where like fans are, and then the inside is gonna look amazing. I'm
Yeah, you know,
The arena's gonna look sick. And we get away from all you sorry
that's true.
players. So I'm hyped to get our own arena. I think
I would like
arena might be the best arena in the NBA by far.
I would like to give a fun fact. You mentioned Toronto Raptors. They have
Hmm.
been around a little less than the Clippers. However, they've managed to win a ring and overall been a good team. Clippers, they became a great team in 2010s. So, I mean, you guys have a future. Just want to point that out.
Thanks. Glad to hear
Yeah.
that some
Yeah.
Lakers fans aren't as delusional as you are. But
See, I'm not that big of a hater.
I don't know, man. I'm hyped. I think I'll be out of college and then I'll get front row tickets to the Intuit Dome. So
Yeah, as long as you guys call yourself the Inglewood Clippers, then that's fine.
that, yeah, totally rolls off the tongue for sure. Uh,
The Ingle Clippers. Clipper.
anyways, I think that's gonna do it for episode 4 of Half Court Headlines. I'm Aidan. Wait, I'm Andrew. This guy is
Aidan.
Yeah, that's right. And we will catch you trying to shoot for every week. I think Thursday is a good day to do it. So expect an episode every Thursday. If not, it'll be this week every week. So yeah, stay tuned for that and have an amazing rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Sleep tight, Aiden. I'll see you around.
You too.
All right.